It started with a message on Instagram, a stranger, a flirt, a request. 17-year-old Jordan DeMay thought he was chatting with a girl. Within hours, his entire life unraveled. By sunrise, he was gone. What happened in those dark hours wasn't just a tragic mistake. It was a calculated cybercrime, one that's become the fastest-growing threat to teens in the digital age. Behind the screen were no teenagers, no crushes, no accidents. There were predators, real international criminals who used shame as a weapon and blackmail as a noose. This is the story the tech companies don't want to talk about, the story lawmakers are racing to catch up with, the story every parent needs to hear before it happens to their child, because Jordan DeMay is no longer just a victim. He is a warning, and it may already be too late to ignore it. In that fateful day, March 2022, 17-year-old Jordan DeMay from Marquette, Michigan, tragically took his own life after falling victim to an online sextortion scheme. Posing as a young woman named Danny Roberts on Instagram, Nigerian scammers coerced Jordan into sending explicit photos. Upon receiving the images, they demanded $1,000, threatening to share the photos with his friends and family. When Jordan expressed his inability to pay and mentioned his intent to commit suicide, the scammers callously encouraged him to proceed. The FBI's investigation led to the arrest and extradition of Nigerian brothers Samuel and Samson Ogoshi. In September 2024, both were sentenced to 17.5 years in prison for their roles in the sextortion scheme that targeted over 100 victims. Jordan's parents, John and Jennifer DeMay, have since become advocates for online safety, emphasizing the importance of open communication between parents and children about the dangers of online interactions. Their efforts, along with those of lawmakers like Senator Marsha Blackburn, have brought attention to the growing threat of sextortion and the need for stronger protections for minors online. The rise in sextortion cases underscores the urgent need for awareness, parental supervision, and legislative action to safeguard children in the digital age. Here are the key takeaway lessons from Jordan DeMay's tragic story, along with practical steps to protect children from falling victim to online sextortion and similar cybercrimes. Key takeaway lessons. 1. Sextortion is real and deadly. Online predators are targeting teens at alarming rates using manipulation, shame, and blackmail to trap them. The psychological toll can be fatal, as in Jordan's case. 2. Shame is a weapon used by predators. Sextortion thrives on secrecy and shame. When victims feel too embarrassed or scared to tell someone, they become trapped. 3. Social media can be a hunting ground. Apps like Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok are prime locations where predators pose as teens to bait victims. 4. Predators can be international and highly organized. This isn't random. Many sextortion rings are run by well-organized international networks, making prosecution difficult and slow. 5. Justice is possible, but after tragedy. The Nigerian brothers behind Jordan's death were caught and jailed, but only after irreversible damage. Prevention is more powerful than punishment. 6. Grief can spark change. Jordan's family transformed their pain into purpose, becoming advocates to protect other families and pressuring lawmakers for reform. How to protect children from online sextortion. 1. Open lines of communication. Talk openly with your children about internet safety, peer pressure, and the dangers of online strangers. Let them know they can always come to you, without judgment. 2. Delay smartphone and social media access. Experts advise delaying full access to smartphones and unsupervised social media use until teens have developed emotional maturity and digital awareness. 3. Use parental controls and monitoring tools. Install monitoring apps and enable parental controls to track activity, restrict unknown contacts, and block inappropriate content. 4. Keep devices in shared spaces. Avoid letting children use devices behind closed doors. Keeping screens in common areas reduces secrecy and allows parents to intervene early. 5. Educate about sextortion tactics. Teach kids to recognize red flags. Strangers sending flirtatious messages, fake profiles asking for photos, or threats following image exchange. 6. Normalize talking about mistakes. Kids should know that if they're tricked into sending a photo, the best thing to do is to tell a trusted adult immediately. Mistakes shouldn't cost a life. 7. Report and document. If sextortion happens, do not delete messages. Report the incident to authorities and platforms like Instagram or TikTok and preserve evidence for investigation. 8. Support legislation like the Kids Online Safety Act. Push for laws that hold tech companies accountable and give parents more control over online safety features. Jordan DeMay's story is a heartbreaking reminder that one message can end a life. But through awareness, action, and conversation, parents, schools, and communities can build a digital world that's safer for every child. Don't let another child become a statistic. If this story moved you, don't scroll past it. Talk to your kids, share this message, save a life. Start the conversation tonight, even if it's uncomfortable. Share this video post with one parent you care about. Support stronger laws like the Kids Online Safety Act. Follow and subscribe for more life-saving true stories like this. Every view, share, and comment spreads awareness and puts pressure on lawmakers and tech companies to act. Your voice matters. Jordan's story shouldn't repeat. If you or someone you know is struggling, report to the appropriate authority in your country because help is always available.